Hi, this is Susanna from Hold It Right There Sewing Patterns. This video tutorial series accompanies my sewing pattern, the Corcoran Crossbody Bag, available for purchase at my website linked below. In this video, I will walk you through the steps for the final construction of your Corcoran Crossbody Bag. Then, the only thing left after this video is to create the strap. Let's finish constructing the bag. Locate your remaining zipper. Measure and mark 11 inches total for the zipper. I'm going to mark closer to the closed end of the zipper. This is because we're only going to create a zipper stop here, whereas on the open end of the zipper, we're going to fold the zipper tape in a moment at a 45-degree angle, and I find it helpful to leave a little bit of extra zipper tape for this. The total distance now between the two markings is 11 inches. Sew several stitches over the zipper teeth at the closed end of the zipper, about 1/8 inch from the markings. This is to create a zipper stop so that the zipper pull doesn't slide off the zipper teeth. Wrong sides together, fold one marking at the zipper opening. Pinch where folded and turn the fold at a 45-degree angle, flush against the zipper tape above the marking. Tack the folded zipper tape in place with a few stitches. I'm doing this by hand, but you could also do this at your sewing machine. Repeat with the marking on the opposite side of the zipper opening, folding the zipper tape where marked at a 45-degree angle, and then again stitching the folded zipper tape in place. Trim at the marking at the closed end of the zipper. Then trim the excess zipper tape at the opening. The total zipper length is now 11 inches. Locate zipper stop H. Fold in half, short side to short side, wrong sides together. Press, then unfold, wrong side facing up. Place the interfacing centered directly against the crease. There is a 1/2 inch frame without interfacing as shown. Fuse the interfacing to the zipper stop. Wrong side up, fold one long edge over the interfacing and press. Next, fold the short edge over the interfacing and press. Fold and press the remaining raw edges using the interfacing as a guide. All of the raw edges are now folded inward. The zipper stop now resembles a book. You will now need the zipper you prepared, double-sided tape or glue. Unfold the zipper stop. With the zipper teeth right side up, place the closed zipper end next to the center crease of the zipper stop. Fold the zipper stop over the zipper. Then use your glue or double-sided tape to secure. Top stitch all the way around the zipper stop, 1/8 inch from the edge. While I'm top stitching, I find it helpful to use the sharp end of my seam ripper to push the folded edges inward. The zipper is now fully prepared and you can just put it aside for now. We'll move on now to the zipper casings G. Beginning with one zipper casing, fold and press the long sides, wrong sides together. Unfold and place wrong side up. Place one interfacing piece, 1/2 inch from the fold, with a 1/2 inch frame without interfacing around it. Fuse the interfacing and then repeat with the second piece of interfacing, placing it 1/2 inch from the fold with a 1/2 inch frame around it, and fuse that in place as well. Wrong sides together, fold and press the short sides of the zipper casing over top of the interfacing. Do this on both sides. Next, wrong sides together, fold and press the long sides over top of the interfacing. All of the sides are now folded inward. Repeat with the second zipper casing. You will now need the zipper you prepared, the zipper casings, and either glue or double-sided tape. Place one zipper casing wrong side up. Place the open end of the zipper 1/8 inch from the bottom folded edge of the zipper casing. The zipper teeth should be approximately 1/4 inch below the zipper casing. Use either glue or double-sided tape to secure. Then top stitch 1/8 inch from the sides and bottom edges. While top stitching, nudge the folded edges of the zipper casing inward. Here I'm using an awl, or you could use a stiletto or your seam ripper. You just want something to push those folded edges inside the zipper casing. I find it helpful to move the zipper pull out of the way as I'm top stitching around the zipper casing. After you've finished top stitching this zipper casing, then add the second zipper casing to the opposite side of the zipper. Okay, the zipper is now fully enclosed in the zipper casings, and we now need to mark the center on the top and the bottom long edge of the zipper casings. I'm doing this on my cutting mat so that I can accurately match the center. You can also fold the zipper casing in half to determine the center and mark that way. Locate lining panel A1 with the lining slip pocket. This is the lining panel back. With the zipper pull facing left, match the center marking on the zipper casing with the top center marking on the lining. Pin or clip together. Sew using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You will now need the remaining lining panel, A1. This is the side with the pen pocket and the optional zip pocket. With the zipper pull facing right, match the center marking on the zipper casing with the top center marking on the lining. Pin or clip together. Sew using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Here's a view of the lining panels connected to the zipper casings after step 40. Locate lining gusset E. Fold in half, matching short sides to determine the center. Crease at the center, and then mark the center crease at the top and bottom of the gusset with either a pen or by cutting tiny 1/8 inch snips. Beginning with the lining panel back, match the center marking on the bottom of the lining panel back with the center marking on the lining gusset. And the lining panel back is the one with the lining slip pocket. Once you've pinned or clipped the center markings at the bottom of the lining panel, then go ahead and pin or clip the edge of the lining panel to the end of the gusset on one side, pinning or clipping along the straight edges. Repeat on the second side, pinning or clipping the top edge of the lining panel to the end of the gusset and pinning or clipping along the straight sides. Leave the bottom curved edges till last, just as we did with the exterior gusset. Ease the gusset to fit around the curves of the lining panels by making tiny 1/4 inch snips. And this is exactly what you did with the exterior gusset. After you've made the snips in the gusset, then finish pinning or clipping the gusset to the curved bottom edges of the lining panel. Then repeat on the opposite side. To keep the gusset from shifting as I sew, I like to baste a few stitches at the center, at the top right edge, and at the top left edge as well. Then I like to go back and sew the entire gusset to the lining panel. Another tip that you might find helpful is to first baste using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then go back with your 1/2 inch seam allowance and sew. And since this is the lining, we are starting with a 1/2 inch seam allowance and then graduating in to a 5/8 inch seam allowance. This will help the lining to fit better inside the bag. We will now attach the lining panel front to the opposite side of the gusset, following these same steps with one small difference. Leave about a 5 inch opening at the bottom of the gusset and bottom of the front lining panel for turning the bag right side out, only if you did not include the optional zipper pocket. If you have the optional zipper pocket, you will turn the bag through it, and in this case, sew all the way around the gusset to the lining panel front and leave no gap at the bottom of the gusset. Your lining gusset is now attached to your lining panels with either an opening left at the bottom of the lining or the opening left in the optional zipper pocket. Trim the lining seam allowance close to the stitching, but do not trim the seam allowance near the opening. With the exterior right side out, insert it into the lining with right sides together. It is critical to keep the optional zipper pocket zipper open for the remainder of your bag construction. Unzip it now before moving on. Also be sure that the lining slip pocket and the exterior back are facing the same sides. Match the seams and then pin or clip along the top raw edges. Sew using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Trim the seam allowances close to the stitching. You're now ready to turn the bag right side out, either through the opening at the bottom of the lining or through the opening in the optional zipper pocket. I'm turning my bag through the opening in the lining. To add structure to the base of your bag, reach inside the opening either in the lining or the optional zipper pocket and glue a piece of ultra firm stabilizer, the 2" by 6" piece, to the wrong side of the exterior bottom. Allow the glue to dry fully before moving on to the next step. If you are closing the opening in your lining, you will need to fold in and press the opening at the bottom edge of the lining, even with the rest of the stitching, then pin or clip together. Using a 1/8 inch seam allowance, sew the opening closed. To close the opening in the optional zipper pocket, fold in the raw edge of the zipper pocket about 1/2 inch. Pin or clip together. Sew the pocket closed about 1/8 inch from the edge. Tuck the closed optional zipper pocket back inside the zipper window. Push the lining down inside the bag. Press the top edges of the bag. Fold the zipper casings inward. Top stitch 1/8 inch from the top edge of the bag. Be sure that your stitching captures the zipper casings. Your bag is now fully constructed. All we need to do now is add the strap. Join me in my next video as we create the crossbody strap for your Corcoran. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Happy sewing!